everybody, welcome back to the Tiny Moose. This week we are talking about hangers and how to hang your clothing on those hangers properly. So let's get started. First things first, I want to say I'm not a real fan of the dry cleaner hanger. I think clothing isn't meant to be stored on those hangers, it's just meant as like a delivery method for you to bring it home from the dry cleaner. But if you're one of those people who loves them and prefers the convenience of just keeping them, do what you gotta do, but you're probably not even watching this video to begin with, so it doesn't even matter. So if you're thinking, well, I keep the dry cleaner hangers because I don't want to waste them, well, guess what? You don't have to waste them. Every dry cleaner takes those hangers back and reuses them. So that's good news, isn't it? I thought so. You're welcome. One of the things that I really dislike about the dry cleaner hangers is people tend to keep their pants hanging on them once they've brought them back from the dry cleaner. The reason this is not a good idea is, as you see here, this just stretched it out, so the hanger is not even really useful to begin with. The clothes are now crumpled up in here, and then what happens at the end is when I pull them off the hanger, I don't know if you can see, there's a big line right here. Okay? So there's going to be a crease in your pants, and then you have to iron them before you put them on. Nobody has time to do that or wants to do that, let's be frank. So what I recommend is getting the easy peasy pant hanger. That's not what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it. And you can hang it on just like that. Depending on how thick the pants are, you can hang one, or if they're thinner, you can hang two. In here I have 2 pairs per hanger. And I hang them so that I put it on underneath the band. Every pair of pants has a band. If you put it on properly like that, then it won't slide off. Okay? So give it some space to hang on and it'll stay there. It'll be pretty sturdy. Another option are the metal ones with the clips. As you see here, I have 2 skirts on here because they're thinner. It fits those, it holds them quite nicely. Now moving on to just the regular hangers. My go-to is the felt hanger. They're not that expensive if you buy them online, and they're very, very versatile. They're quite sturdy, so you can use them for heavier-ish items, and you can use them for silk, for shirts, for dresses, for whatever. They have a groove in here, which is good for like the spaghetti strap items. That's not going anywhere, and I love that. And it just displays it nicely as well. It works for silk tops. Those don't slide around either, which is great. So it keeps things quite organized within the closet. Now, if you want to get into the heavier items, I recommend a wooden hanger. These ones are very sturdy. They hold the weight. They're thicker items, so they keep the shape of the clothing nicely. It doesn't cause any damage. They're a bit more expensive, but for jackets and things like that, I recommend using these. Here's an example of a wooden hanger for my trench coat. This is a light jacket, but it does have a lot of weight to it, so I wouldn't put it on one of the thinner hangers. Just not practical. Same with my winter coat here. This one is a heavy guy, so I have the wooden hanger that it came with, and that stores it just fine. Now, when you're hanging something on a hanger, what is the right way to do it? I don't think in life there are really too many right and wrong ways, but I'm going to tell you what in my opinion is the best way, and I'm pretty sure in terms of a hanger like this is the right way. So if you see right here, this hanger has a curve. I don't know if you can see that. It is meant to look like a person's back. Okay? So back and shoulders. So when you're hanging something on said hanger, you're going to want to put it on as though you are the hanger is your body, and you're putting the garment on just like that. If you put it on backwards, you'll see that it doesn't quite sit as nicely, and it looks kind of funny. Okay? And then it looks weird here. So hang it up like so, and then in the hanger, you're going to want to hang it like this, so it's easy to pull on and off. You don't want to hang it like this because, especially once there are things on either side, you're going to be fighting with it to try to get it off. Other things are going to fall down. It just doesn't make sense. Plus, in North America and in many other countries, we read left to right. So that's how our brain is trained to think. So when you're going through your closet, you want to be looking towards the item as you're flipping through, not towards the back. No one really chooses clothing based on the back of what it looks like. Other hanger options are the plastic ones. These are obviously cheaper. They do look nice as well. You want to make sure that once you put them on, you have the proper hangers for the proper types of material, which is why this starts to get a little bit complicated. You can find the felt hangers for the same price online, as I mentioned, as these ones. So again, I'm gonna kind of push those. There's no reason, it's not like I'm making money off them or anything, but they cause me the least amount of stress. But if you do have these and you want to find out no slip ways to hang things, I do have a hanger hack in an earlier video. I'll post that link below. One thing you want to keep in mind is to not hang sweaters on hangers. I see this a lot in people's closets when I'm organizing. I'm going to tell you why. Because sweaters have a tendency to take up the shape of whatever it is that is holding them. So for example, a hanger like this, after a while, if it's been hanging there a while, you're going to have that little mountain. You can even see it. There is one here. Because I thought I was going to be lazy, and I thought if I hang it, then I won't have to iron it. But then I'm that person who's walking around with a little mountain on my shoulders. So it just doesn't look really nice. And it wrecks the garment because the garment ends up stretching, and then you can't really get that piece back. So what I recommend is just folding it nicely, you know, doing the thirds thing, and then getting a basket or a bin and putting it nicely in there. And then all your sweaters are in one place and they're easy to find and ready to go. Here are just a few other kinds of pant hangers. We have the plastic ones, I talked about the metal ones, and there are the wooden ones here. These are nice too because they have the felt in there. But these, I mean, it's really just for your preference, whatever works for you and your kind of pant. So, I'm pretty sure I went over everything that I had to. I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to check out my Instagram and Twitter @tidymoose, or visit my website www.tidymoose.com if you have any more questions or you'd like to hire me to help you organize your closets. Happy hanging, everyone. We'll see you next time.